Hi Libra, this is your mid-May 2019 reading. Libra, as we've been talking about for the last couple of months, we have North Node or Rahu in your house of career from now all the way till middle of 2020. This brings about unique opportunities of career progression in our life. This brings about certain opportunities that we did not think we would get, or it would take too long for us to get there. It accelerates our access to our life path, and it brings about opportunities where we are put in the spotlight. Some of those opportunities might show up in July of 2019 when we have eclipses in this area happening around that time. But before we get there are certain changes that need to be done, and that is what we'll be undergoing in May as well as June of 2019. The changes begin with the new moon that is happening at the start of this month in your house of transformation. This is bringing about some indication that things are about to change. On material world, it will show you certain amount of changes in your joint finances situation. It will show you certain changes which are happening in the areas where we share ourselves with others, which is intimacy with our partner, which is financial resources with our partners, which is in form of joint financial situations. This is going to show us that there is a change which is coming in the way we present to the people who are in joint partnership with us, whether these are our business partner or they are our relationship partner. We are looking at a phase of moving away from an old way of handling our joint relationships and the way we give ourselves to others in our joint partnership. When a new phase starts in the house of transformation, there are certain things that have to end. There are certain turnarounds which happen at this point in time. And the kind of turnarounds that happen usually in the season of Taurus are fixated in nature. We normally think that those things will continue with us for a long time, but they have to be given away for us to move to the next level in our career, or to move to the next level in our relationship, in our depth of relationship with somebody. This is where a new phase is initiated. We are made independent from the old shackles. This is where financially and emotionally we evolve to the next level. We are given an impetus both financially as well as in our personal life to evolve out of an old situation. This is where the opportunities come for us to earn certain amount of revenue from sources which are not regular in nature, which might be unique in nature. It could be through unique partnership that the opportunities come our way. It could be that if we are in a business partnership, the way we earn money together changes. It could be that our relationship partners' financial resources go through changes. This is also the house which rules the money that comes from unearned sources, which are like inheritance, alimony, insurance money, loans. There are new energies which are infused into this. So a new loan could initiate, a new insurance policy could pay off, an old insurance issue could resolve itself, yielding revenue to you. So there are sudden changes which come from the joint financial or resources area of our life. At the same time, we are pushed into a different phase of our life. And this is happening more at a psychological level, also driven by Saturn and South Node sitting in your house of inner world. This is where our boundaries, our old rules and regulations by which we run our personal life is changing. This is where we sort of bring our old rules and regulations down because they are not serving us well. They are not treating us well because your career is going to evolve. When your career is going to evolve, your personal life has to evolve with it. This is where we start writing new rules, new boundaries in our personal life, which serve you better emotionally as well as gives more presence, more emotional support to your family. This is where we lose any becoming a superman or becoming a superwoman of handling both the things together and try to find a middle path with our partners. We try to find a family life which is more comforting to us, which is more fulfilling to you. We release some amount of responsibilities or control at home if they are not serving you well. This is where sometimes we decide that we need a little bit of comfort before we go out to the world as well. So we sometimes start nesting as well. As I said, this is a period of preparation. You're preparing your home and family life as well as your joint situations of resources and intimacy to get ready for a career progression. So if you need to shift something in your home which is not serving you well, maybe the schedule at home is not working you well, the way the responsibilities are distributed in the house, they are not serving you well, or the way the house is structured right now, there are changes which are physically required in the house, they might come up. The end goal is to bring a solid foundation in your emotional life so you can build a solid career on top of it. This is also the time when we are told that it's not necessary for us to be compromising on our emotions to build a solid career. You are being asked to respect your inner world. You're being asked to bring out the empathy that you feel within yourself, the inner drive that you feel within yourself to be part of your ambition. In our world right now, being emotional or being driven through our vulnerabilities is considered to be a weakness, which is just contrary to the reality. Our inner drive and to some extent our vulnerabilities are the biggest drive that we have. Yes, I am a career woman or a man, but I am a mom or a dad too. These kind of philosophies are not accepted very well. This is where you're walking a difficult road. This is not an easy transit. In fact, of Saturn transits that we have through houses, Saturn through our fourth house or our inner house is one of the most difficult phases to go through. I'm sorry to say, but I have to be real with you. But this is where we grow to our next phase. This is where these solid foundations within ourselves are created. We are made so tough and so strong from within ourselves that the external scrutiny does not impact us. This is where deep-seated fears and emotions that are holding you back, they are dealt with. Your inner world, your home and family that you're part of, that evolves with you here. Because you need long-lasting foundations to create a solid career on the top. So there is no way for us to ignore our inner world here. Normally what happens when we have a transit like North Node in our career house and exotic career opportunities are coming, that's the time most people detach from their home and family life or from their emotional life and they focus on their outer world. That becomes the time to release everything from home and family and focus on your career. It's year and a half transit, once in 19 years. But what's happening differently for you is that Saturn and Pluto, they're sitting in your house of home and family. So there is karma with home and family that is also being processed at the same time. You're being asked to focus on both the aspects of your life. As soon as you start focusing on only one, the other one starts calling you. Something in the house breaks down. Something in the foundation of the house is not working. The mother calls, the child falls sick. One of those things. And there is a reason for all of that happening because you're being asked to perfect that axis of balance between your public life and your personal life. This is the best of the times and this is the worst of the times. But you are being fully equipped to handle it. Having Pluto in your house of inner foundations is like having an atomic bomb, an energy of an atomic bomb within your heart. You have an explosion in your heart right now, which is empowering you. This is where all your vulnerabilities become your strength. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. This is the only, when I was doing your reading, this is Freud's phrase, a phrase of Freud. I just, as soon as I was doing your reading, that's the only this phrase just kept repeating itself to me. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strengths. Kamala Harris, I know I keep talking about her. I am not American. I have zero political interest in what she does. Similarly, AOC. These are, I look at these women and I talk about women because it's the maternal energy, and every human being, whether male or female, they have a maternal energy within themselves. This is a maternal energy that we are normally asked to hide. The feminine energy, the emotional side of us, the passionate side of us, the primal urges of protecting our tribe, our family, our home, which we normally are asked to hide from the outer world. You're being asked to not leave your emotions behind while you're fulfilling your work responsibility, while your career is going through is going to skyrocket. There is no way that you will not get opportunities to go to the next level in your career, but it's asking you to choose a career that lets you experience your emotion, that lets you respect your inner world, that lets you be the empathetic, kind person that you are. Let the empathy, the kindness, the inner drive be part of your ambition. It will power your outer world. This inner passion that you feel, the inner fulfillment that you feel with your home, with your family, with your relationships, it will charge you up to do even better and get better opportunities at work. When I was doing your reading, I was saying this in another reading. As soon as you start doing a signs reading, you start getting information which is related to that sign that you need to say to that sign. So, which I feel I need to say to the sign, and I hope it resonates with you. So, when I was doing your reading, a phrase popped up in front of me. I'm not a Wonder Woman, but I can do things that make you wonder. And you're just ready for doing those things. But what you're being asked right now is to prepare your inner world for it. Prepare your home. I'm surrounded by Librans. My daughter, my 6-year-old, is a Libran. She's a very outgoing, like you guys are. Librans are usually, they interact a lot. Air sign, right? You meet with people, interact with people. She's a 6-year-old child and she's nesting. Children show you the highest form of release of control sometimes. She's nesting. I'm asking you to prepare your nest in the right way to get ready for the transformation in your outer life that is about to come. Heal your deep side. Heal your emotions. Cater to yourself right now. Because the deep conviction that you will feel within yourself in your ability to move mountains, that is the one that will move mountains. That is the one that will transform your outer world. That is the one that will transform how you deal with the outer authority figures. We are growing to the next phase. Old security blankets, they are coming off. This is a transit that is going to give you ironclad heart. You will be so strong within yourself, and it will test you emotionally, especially if you have planets right now around 20 degree of Libra, whether you are a Libra sun, Libra rising, Libra moon. The Saturn South Node Pluto combination will be felt across the board, especially actually by sun and moon, because your planets are being squared right now by Saturn and South Node and by Pluto. So the transformation is intense for you. So 19 to 23 degree of Libra will feel it the strongest. That is if you're born around 13th, in fact from 12th to 15th of October if you're born, 12th to 16th of October, you'll feel this in your core, that your core is being transformed. It's like a reconstruction happening within our heart. Physically our house might be getting reconstructed as well, but you are being asked to let this energy mold you. The shackles are coming off, the old boundaries are coming off. We are releasing the old way of handling our family and home life and our career as a result of that. This is where the way we are running our life changes. We are fixing a karmic weakness in our way of running our life and setting up new boundaries here. This is also the time when you want your home and family life to support you efficiently. So as I said, if there are boundaries or rules that need to be set up in your home and family life that serve you better to manage your career, this is the time to do it. The new moon that is happening at the start of the month around 4th or 5th of May, which I spoke about in the separate video as well, it will continue to have an impact on you for the next 2 weeks, especially to Libra rising. This is where you will pull all your resources together to cross a hurdle. Depth is highlighted here. So there could be some transformation which you know is coming in your life, and you're pulling yourself together to evolve to the next level. This could be a financial transformation. This could be a relationship transformation. This could be where you are letting your old way of merging with somebody go, and you're evolving into a deeper relationship with them. Uranus is here for the first time ever. Uranus having here gives you a release. It gives you an excitement about the change. It tells you that you're getting more independence in whatever is coming through. It could be that, previously we did not feel as powerful in our joint situations. We did not feel when we are sharing ourselves with other, whether it is as a personal partner or as a relationship partner or as a professional partner with other people, we did not feel that the balance of power was right previously. Now you are feeling a release. You'll feel a release to go to the other side. You'll feel confident in your power. Even when things are not exactly set A to B according to you, you'll feel in control. You'll feel deeply in control here. And there are trigger points for this happening. The first trigger point was around 22nd of April when we had Sun and Uranus come together. You might have got some indication either from a senior person or from your organization that something is about to change. It could be the organizational structure that is changing, or something in your personal life is about to change, and a person whose authority, a person who's with you in it, they sort of hinted to you that something is about to progress or change here. Something physically might have changed. This house sometimes triggers physical transformation where we go into a healthier way of living and we start a new way of living altogether, which causes physical transformation. So around 22nd of April, you might have received certain first hints of it. And the full information will come now. Between 8th to 10th of May, we start getting more information because Mercury and Taurus, they're meeting together around 4 degree of Taurus, which is a degree of discovery, degree of missing information, degree of us realization the meaning of it all. What are we supposed to release? But most importantly, our fear to change is released because we feel free with it. We feel empowered with it. We feel ready to take risks financially and personally here to transform ourselves here. And we decide that this is something that I need to release and give up. And this could be something very karmic, something that is not serving you well, but yet we are addicted to it. It could be a person. It could be a way of financial dependency on somebody. It could be a person who we rely on and we think that they are the ones who will take us to the next level, but we are being taught the lesson in independence here. We are being asked to rely on our inner power. And this will enhance your resources. This will enhance your ability to generate more value out of your talents. It will take you to the next level in your career because something has to end for the adventure and for the risk-taking appetite to go up. And the next level is exactly that. And we'll experience that after 21st of May. When we had both Sun and Mercury move into your house of adventure, that is when we start working on the active tools to reach to the next level. We start interacting with people who are different from us. We start taking trips. We start interacting with people who are from different religion, of different background, who can help us get there. And to some extent, one of those opportunities could have come around 5th of May. How do I move from an existing stagnant situation to the next level, either in my personal life or in my professional life? That is the question. That is the crossroad at which you stand right now. And you are ready to move to the next level now. Around 9th to 11th of May, we have a beautiful grand fire trine which is forming in your relationship houses. This makes an easy energy being circulated across your personal planets, across your personal houses. This is when relationships support us, relationship propels us, and the relationships work in harmony with each other. Our friends get along with our partner gets along with the people in my business network, and all of these energies, they propel you. This is where we are being told to share our life. Because the 8th house energy is deep and transformative, but it can have us hemmed down. It can feel a little bit heavy. This is the time between 9th to 11th of May. We are asked to release a little bit of pressure with the people in our life. We are asked to relate with people, meet people, interact with them, and you will generate ideas out of that. There are certain creative ideas, certain ideas on how to go to the next level, how to do new things in life that can bring you more joy, that can bring you more career opportunities. All of those ideas come through it. So between 9th to 11th of May, you are encouraged to interact with people, and easy opportunities will come for doing exactly that. Spend time with your business partners. Spend time with the people who you work on a day-to-day manner, and they will support you, and ask them for support. Ask them for idea for your new vision. Especially if you have planets between 19 to 23 degree of Libra, or if you're born between 12th to 16th of October, across whether you're a Libra sun, moon, or ascendant, you have this grand fire trine energy available to you that can propel you to future if you leverage your positive relationship with people right now. So meet the person who you wanted to meet, reach out to a person in the business network, take a little bit of time with your friends and family, with your partner and your family, with your friends. These are the people who will help you move to the next level. As I said, your personal life is the base on which we are going to build our professional life. So the house of relationships are strengthened right now. That brings you to 11th to 13th of May, when you start getting sure about the changes that are about to come. Saturn is moving in positive energy with this change, which means that you from your inner self will feel confident to transform your financial situation, as well as you start getting support from people in your life to transform both your financial position as well as your personal position, depending on what you are looking to transform. Because the new moon that happened, it is transforming the proceeds of both the personal relationships as well as your relationships with your business partner. So if you're looking to bring about a change, for example, in the resources that you earn right now, you feel very confident to do that, and you take a bold step around 13th of May to make that happen, and you get the support for it. That's the day you can be very intense in your handling of situation, and you can move mountains on that day. You can take a step that you were maybe not feeling sure previously of taking, and it is a turning point for you. It will help you change the situation. If you were meant to get sponsorship from somebody and you were not feeling sure earlier to do that, that is an excellent day to do that. Influential and powerful support comes through between 11th to 13th of May if you ask for it. It is excellent for recognition of past work as well. These are karmic houses, so if you've done the work in the past, in your relationships or in your business partnership, there's some amount of authority, support, guidance, some sort of positive karmic recognition coming because you have done the work in the past. On 14th of May, we have Venus and Mars together. This is an excellent, a frisky day with your partner. This is a romantic and pleasureful day. This is the day we feel very adventurous with our partner. Venus in Taurus, Venus is going to move to Taurus on the next day, on 15th of May. So romance and intimacy is definitely the highlight, starting from 14th all the way till early part of June. It becomes an excellent time for intimacy. It becomes an excellent time to make physical changes. If you've been looking to change something in your physical body, bring some healing. If there's an ailment, a health issue that you are facing, and you feel like having a healing being done, this is an excellent time to do that. It's a great time to invest in something. Venus and Taurus is where we start finding great financial opportunities to invest in jointly with somebody. We find high quality investment ideas, and those ideas can come to you between 16th to 18th of May, when we have Mercury and Saturn meeting and Mercury and Pluto meeting. This is the time when you should actually actively look at investment ideas. Look at joint financial situations. After 14th or 15th of May, Mercury becomes visible, so our mind is clear about things. So business discussions, 16th to 18th of May, if you want to make a business impact on somebody, you can do that. Conversations become very impactful for you around 16th to 18th of May. You can convince somebody about it. Practical thinking sets in. So you have the discipline to actually figure out how to make a situation work for you financially at this point in time. What we do not have right now is Jupiter is retrograde. So the financial planning is done right now, but the financial outcome will become bigger later, not now. If we try to make it all bigger right now in terms of commercial success, we might be met with a little bit of disappointment around 17th of May. So being careful that right now is the time when it's good to make plans, but the outcome, commercial outcome for it, might come a little bit later. This is an excellent time if you are in any occult field, if you are interested in astrology, if you're interested in any research topics. You'll get a lot of insights right now. It's a very positive time to have those conversations or get into learning any of those things. You'll have the tenacity, you'll have the thinking and the discipline to actually go deeper into any subject at this point in time. The focus is very, very high on deeper thinking around 17th or 18th of May. Then 18th of May is also the day when Venus and Uranus trigger happens, the third trigger that I was telling you about. This is when there's a possibility of an emotional surprise coming through, which is a sudden change in circumstances. So being a little bit ready for it. But as I said, the aim of Uranus is to free you of a situation you want to be free from. It helps you move to the next level. So if somebody is leaving, somebody who you're emotionally attached to could be leaving, or something suddenly comes through as well. Your sexual life suddenly gets charged up. We get excited about it. We get excited about the changes we are physically making in our life. We want to have a physical transformation, a beauty transformation. This is an excellent day to do that. If you wanted to get some work done, and there's nothing wrong in it, you want to look good and you want to get some work done, 18th of May is an excellent day to sort of work on that. But don't work, surgery is not suggested on 18th of May. Because we have a full moon on the same day. So I do not suggest any medical procedures on the day of full moon. So that brings me to the full moon, which is happening on 18th of May, which is very soulful, but it's happening in your house of finances. Something might be coming through. Maybe some change in financial situation that you've been waiting through will come through. And more importantly, this more than finances, this is the area of how fulfilled are you. So the question comes, what fills you? It's no more about other people after this. Next 2 weeks are dedicated to your need. What do you need? The balance of give and take has to be there. So this is where you take care of you. What do you need to purchase to make yourself happy? Do you need to invest in something to make you happy? How much do you need to ask for your talents to make you happy? Financial situation as well as emotionally, what do you need? That comes to focus, and you feel right now empowered to ask for it, empowered to make that happen. This is where we receive insights from beyond. This is where we receive certain insights on how to ask for more for our talents, how to earn more for our talents. And we get the sort of the impetus to do it as well. We get the emotional impetus to do it as well. There's something within us that clicks. And we're like, this situation, maybe it's not, if a situation is not worth your time, you end it. If the situation is worth your time, but you need more out of it, you ask for more. So this is financial in nature. Scorpio full moon is always financial in nature. There has to be something which has to change in your earning. It could be an investment that comes to fruition. It could be just you get more sure about investments and you do it. Or your talents at work get highlighted and you get valued for it. You uncover your own strength, your own power, your own depth of your talents here. And this is a deep full moon. Scorpio full moon is felt deeply. Emotions are a little bit high on this day. World events will be a little bit volatile on this day because the trigger points of Venus or Mercury with Uranus, they are trigger points for the world events as well. So around 22nd of April was a trigger point for world events. 8th of May was a trigger point for world events. 18th of May is a trigger point for world events as well. But keeping yourself above what's happening in terms of the noise of the surroundings, this is where you are asked to focus on you. What do you need to be fulfilled? What makes you feel more fulfilled in your professional life commercially? You need to ask for that. And this is where the situation of where you were taking care of the joint earnings, you were taking care of earnings and making sure the other person is taken care of. You're told to focus on you. You're told to focus on your needs, your diet, your physical well-being. There's something we need to take in some healing foods here. We need to detox a little bit. This is an excellent energy to have a detox. You will receive insights about doing things that are good for you, that add to your self-worth and net worth on this full moon. And this will continue to be rolled out for the next 2 weeks. Then on around 19th or 20th of May is when the energy becomes easier. Sagittarius moon agrees better with you. So just a day or two. Or on 17th or 18th, you might feel high on emotions. Be a bit ready for that. But 19th and 20th, it all stabilizes. And on 21st of May, we have Sun and Mercury move into Gemini in your house of adventure. We are moving away from a little bit of heavy energy to the light energy. Things will become lighter here. You learn more, you socialize more, you interact with people who are different from you. You start having fun in learning. You start having fun in dealing with people who are different from you. This is air energy. It jives in well with you. You like to meet people, you like to socialize, you like to learn new things, and that is the energy that is rife for the next at least 1 month, and that all begins on 21st of May. On 22nd or 23rd of May, you might initiate something at work which is innovative in nature. You might experience certain changes in work which you had come to know earlier about, or you might do something innovative in terms of a project which is a little bit transformative. There's a change in your work environment. I feel that's happening around 21st or 22nd or 23rd of May, and you'll come to know the physical manifestation of that around this time. What I want you to be careful about, 2 dates I want you to be careful about at the end of May is 23rd of May and 29th of May. 23rd of May is when the past identity wound could show up in the way we are handling our authority figures at work. There might be a little bit of a charged up situation at work on 23rd of May, which has got no implication from what's happening right now, because the actions here are driven by past conflict or past sense of not being taken seriously, or past hurt of not being appreciated enough. So there might be certain actions which are motivated by hurt or deep pain, which we were trying to bury earlier, but now it's coming out in open, that might happen around 23rd of May. It could be with one of the parents as well that we face that conflict. But what can work positive at that time is to talk to a mentor, talk to a person who's different from you, talk to somebody who's like a guru to you. On around 23rd or 24th of May, take guidance from somebody at this point in time. If there are changes which are happening at work which sort of unsettle you at this point in time, just take guidance from somebody, and that will help you. On 23rd of May as well as 26th of May, you have the ability to talk to people who are different from you, interact with them, and gain some information on how to make the best out of the changes that are coming about. On 29th of May, what I want you to be careful about is that it's a great day for getting inspired about doing things differently, about getting new ideas about what can you do further to sort of enhance your career, what kind of courses you can take, or what kind of changes in the roles you can do, or maybe you want to travel around that time. 29th of May is a confusion central day. It's the day which is great for creative ventures, but it's not good for anything that requires serious thinking. So no business dealings if possible. Misinterpretation of information is very much possible at that time. As we call, there's a thin line between lies and creative selling. So this is the day when a lot of creative selling can happen. And we want to be a little bit careful on 29th of May on that. If you have to sign a document or a financial agreement, just wait for a day or two. 31st to 2nd of June is very good to sign papers. And right on the next day, on 30th of May, I feel the end of the month, we are ending the month on a very, very high note. Mercury in your house of adventure meets Jupiter on 30th of May. It's over the top energy, just as 29th was. We don't know what is real, what is not, but we feel excited about tomorrow. There is some information, a positive news could come through around 30th of May, but we need to wait a day or two to find out the full details of it. So very, very positive end of the month. But as I said, there is some work at the start of the month which is required to be done, which will serve you in the longer run. So hold on for that, and good luck for that. I'll see you in the adventure part of the month for you in June. Thank you so much.